Hey friends, Nep here. Welcome to episode 2 of Let's Play Pokemon Crystal. Today, we're down to a team of 2. Just my Geodude and my Cyndaquil. Pop in here, grab some more Pokeballs since we have been capturing pretty much everything that we've come across. And let's move on. Route 30, there's no things that we can actually do here to progress. And the very first thing we can do is the most notorious trainer in all of Generation 2. He's been memed about, yeah, this is our boy. This is youngster Joey. And it's not going to be able to do anything against Geodude, so I'm not even concerned. Not even 1% worried about it. And that was easy. I clicked through the text a little fast, but he says doggone it. That's adorable. And we get our first phone number. I will say, as far as NPC trainers go, youngster Joey, with his philosophy of, you know what, I could catch other Pokemon, but no, I'm putting everything into this one Pokemon. That's great. Unfortunately, that one Pokemon that he's putting everything into is a Rattata. But you know what? He's happy, so I'm happy for him. And then we got this guy that, it's kind of implied beat Joey just because he has more Pokemon than Joey does. I don't know, that level 2 Pidgey's not really... hardly counts. Geodude's gonna take us far in this world. Look at how well she's just tanking those attacks. One thing I'd like to do with this LP that I didn't really see a point in doing in Generation 1 is I'd like to talk to a lot of the trainers after I battle them, just because they do say unique dialogue. And unlike in Generation 1, the things they say actually, like, do some world building. Sorry, I had the hiccups again. But yes, the world building in Generation 2 is much better. And it's a shame that Generation 2 isn't very long or expanded upon, because it means we're going to be jumping into Gen 3 afterwards, and Generation 3 is huge. There's the Gen 1 remake in Gen 3, Gen 3 itself, and then the 2 side games that really focus on Generation 2 Pokemon on the GameCube. So eventually we'll get through all that too, but Generation 3, in my opinion, just doesn't have quite the same charm. Until we hit Generation 4, this, in my opinion, is like when Pokemon peaked. We've taken out a couple of trainers now. Nothing particularly exciting, but it is the very beginning of the game. And we've got a new Pokemon. We've got Bellsprout here, who I'm not opposed to putting one on the team. Everyone who's watched my videos knows that Bellsprout is one of my absolute favorite grass types, but right now we're just catching a Bellsprout for an in-game event in a few minutes, and Joey's already blowing up our phone. He's looking sharper than before. Yeah, he thought about going for a Caterpie, and then he's like, you know what? No way. I ain't doing that to my Rattata. And here we get our first exposure to needing Flash. So there's an item we can get in here. There's only one item, and I'm gonna try for it. In hindsight, I wish I would have picked up a map for this. They're readily available on GameFAQs, so my bad. We're gonna catch a Zubat we're never gonna use. I may eventually throw one on my team, but I'm gonna wait until I have, what is it, the friend ball? I don't know, it starts their friendship level like almost a third of the way to maximum, which is good because Zubat's final evolution is a friendship evolution. And now I can't see the item ball, so really, literally just stumbling around in the dark. I've done this enough times that I had a general idea of where I was going, but yeah, sorry that took a smidge longer than it needed to. And we'll go grab our berry. I want to see what those trees look like in 3D. Hopefully we get another Let's Go, like one of Gen 2. That would be really cool. But I think those berry bushes look just super weird. They look like you should just stick your hand in the top and it's like a pouch of berries. I don't know. So another trainer here. Right now the big thing is we just want to get Geodude up, because at level 10 or 11 she'll learn Rock Throw, and that's going to guarantee that we steamroll the first gym. And I went for the switch. In my head, Cyndaquil already had Ember, but obviously he does not, so that's okay. And Cyndaquil is gonna have access to a lot of experience here pretty soon. The next little mini dungeon that we're gonna go through. So yes, for right now, it's all about trying to get Geodude everything she possibly can. Because I don't want to grind. Well, I'll just end the sentence there. I don't want to grind. I thought with my under-leveled bug Pokemon that I had a chance. So some people who give you their phone numbers, they serve a purpose. There are some that really don't. They just call to chat, but that's one of them. She'll give you berries, and Joey will challenge you to battles. There are some people that will tell you when a rare Pokemon is more likely to spawn. And here's why we got the Bellsprout. I do like that it shows the trade animation the same as if you were trading with a human player. Goodbye, Bellsprout. I hardly knew ye. And we're gonna get us an Onyx. So all the trade Pokemon have items that they hold. So that's really the reason I did this, just, I don't know, to satisfy my OCD. I didn't care about the trades in yellow because they're pointless. They're all Pokemon that you can just catch yourself. Blah blah blah, if you level it up too much, it ain't gonna listen to you. That's fine. So Sprout Tower is where we're gonna go next after we heal up. Sprout Tower in the daytime only has Rattata in it, but at night you can catch Ghastly in there. It's not nighttime right now, and to be honest, I don't want to catch Ghastly right now. Almost every run I've done through Crystal, I've had a Ghastly, well, a Gengar on my team. So we're just going to do something different this time. I already used Gengar in Generation 1, so we're gonna try some new things this time around. Plus, if we really need one for for Stadium, I already have my Generation 1 Gengar that's all vitamined up and all that good stuff. And against that level 3 Bellsprout, Geodude took a lot of damage, mostly because Grass is based off the special stat. So we're gonna switch. I just wanted to know, sometimes you make less than optimal decisions just because you just want to know. So here pretty soon, Cyndaquil will know a fire type attack, and then he will be even more effective at taking out these Bellsprouts. But for now, we are going to continue to do a little bit of switch training, because we are so close to getting Rock Throw, and that's going to be so helpful. It's not very accurate, but it is what it is. So I think it's like being implied that the giant shifting pillar in the middle is like actually made from a giant Bellsprout. I don't know. If that's true, that's nuts. And I don't know. Maybe like a Gigamax. Oh goodness, what is the Gen 8? The Dynamax feature. Maybe that's what's happening there. I don't know. I apologize again if I'm still not sounding 100%. Spent some time with the doctors lately. But as usual, I really want to stick to a video a day. This has been something on my bucket list for quite some time. And Cyndaquil's getting close here to being able to have Ember. But we are also almost to a point where we're not going to be facing opponents that use level 3 or 4 Pokemon, In Generation 2, I'm not going to say it's a difficult generation. In fact, I would say the way things are spread out, it's actually probably one of the easier ones. But a problem I do have with it is they spend so long at the beginning of the game throwing at you low-level trainers. That's like trying to encourage you to try different Pokemon and things like that. But on repeat plays, when you're like, yeah, I'm not gonna waste a bunch of experience on Pidgey, let's say. All it does is mean that you have a bunch of battles with Pokemon that you do want to use that aren't going to level up very quickly. And then sometime around the third badge, they really crank the levels up rather quickly. It's very strange. The pacing is odd. And I guess to elaborate on that a little bit further, by the time you get to that point, you will have needed to go grind if you've been using a bunch of different throwaway Pokemon, because by that point they're like, okay, you should have an established team that you like. So they lure you into a false sense of security that you can use a bunch of low-level trash to try out new things. Oh, I'm weak. Yeah, okay. Alright, friend. Almost forgot my X accuracy. I'll end up selling that at the shop. It's not something we need to waste our time with in battle. And they give us a potion just in case our team needs it. And of course a battle one step away from our trainer. Aren't those little Bellsprout statues just cute? And now we're up against a level 6, so I definitely don't want Geodude out there for that. Cyndaquil can hack this, no problem. Just go for the Leer. And we missed, okay. That's okay. Geodude finally learned Rock Throw. So, I mean, really, the purpose of this dungeon has been accomplished, but we're here for something specific. And we've got 2 more trainers down here that we can take on. I'll at least complete that before we hit that 20-minute timer. I went ahead and used... Oh goodness, my hiccups. I went ahead and used a potion on Cyndaquil. Seems like the right thing to do. I didn't want to risk it. Even though we only have now 1 more trainer plus like a mini boss of sorts. So here's a level 7 Bellsprout, so the game will periodically do slight level ups like this, but we haven't seen our last trainer with like a level 4 or 5 Pokemon. Cyndaquil will become much better once he knows a Fire-type move. Kind of another reason we're doing this first instead of taking on the gym leader. At this point, our levels are higher, so that's going to be very, very easy. New Pokemon here, Hoot Hoot. He's essentially the Generation 2 Pidgey, or Spearow. He only shows up at night. We'll say that he does learn Hypnosis, which is nice. Anywho, let's finish this up in the next one.